Hello and welcome to my little mission to find some athletes out there in the world that have got knee replacements. Now, I have been looking on Google Scholar and I cannot find very much research at all about this, but I know there's people out there. So I'm looking for them so I can tell their stories because I seem to be a bit unique here and I can't find any other people that are like me. So that's what I'm trying to do. Today, I have got Don, and Don is coming at me from the UK. So, Don, hi.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
Excellent. So, we're just going to do a little bit of background about where you've been, what you've been doing, the sort of up you've had. So, what I'd like to cover is lead up to the knee replacement, what you were doing sporting wise before that, and when you decided that it was the right time to get a knee replacement, and what age you are. And we'll stop there for now, and then we'll go on to something else after that.
Okay, well, I'll start with my age first. I'm 66 years old. This is my 67th year come July 2020. I played squash for many, many years, probably best part of 25 years. And I think that was probably the compacting issue causing the knee issues. I mean, I kind of had something when I was a lot younger, but I'd soldiered on with that. And I was in the army for a while running on lousy footwear, so that didn't help. But latterly, I've been doing triathlon. And I say latterly, probably over the last 6, 7 years, 6 years or so, 7 years.
Oh, right, okay. You've only come to it recently.
Well, recently, I came into it as a veteran, really.
Right.
But I've been doing some cycling. I met a guy actually. I did cycling event for a local charity, and it was it wasn't local. It was Alzheimer's Society actually, and that was Land's End to John O'Groats in the UK. And whilst on that run, I met a triathlete guy locally. And he kind of gave me the inspiration to get involved, and I've absolutely love it. I love it to bits. But what I had a half knee, left knee replacement in 2010, 2012, sorry, and it was extremely successful. It has no issues with cycling or swimming, but it doesn't like running. I went to La Santa in Tenerife, in Lanzarote in the March of 2019, and it was just dreadful. I couldn't run at all. I tried running as best as I could, but it was just excruciating. So it was at that point I thought, right, this has got to be done. So I planned it forward for the winter period. I had it programmed in for October. Couldn't quite make it in October because of other commitments, and then changed it to November. And I had my right done on the 15th of November 2019.
Right. So are they both unicompartmental knee replacements, or are they both partial knees?
Unicompartmental, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's a kind of half.
Yeah. Okay. So that means one half of one half is what that means. So one side.
Both sides. I've had left half done and right half done.
Yeah.
So it's the inner joints on both. And one of the big issues that really sort of pressed me, not only of course was the running, but the alignment of the leg is dreadful because of the inner joint has collapsed. The leg bows significantly, and that was causing an additional issue of blood supply. So the blood flow to my foot was restricted, and we found that I also had an arterial blockage in my right leg, and that's improved significantly as well. Now we tried to sort of say, is it associated? But both consultants discussed it at some point. I understand the knee consultant needed confirmation from the blood consultant, the vascular consultant, whether whether this would be, okay. And anyway, it went ahead, and I've got to tell you that that has improved as well. And being able to wear trousers with a straight line is so much better. It might be a minor thing, but the amount of abuse you get about pigs in alleys and stuff, it was worth it just for that.
Right. So prior to the knee replacement that you'd had, either one of them, what were your expectations and what were you told regards to sport post-op?
Post-op, in both occasions, they said just try. You should be able to get back to full cycling without no difficulty. In fact, they encouraged it a little bit because, of course, you've got the rotation of the joint, so that helps it a lot. Swimming, no problem, because there's no impact at all. They don't like the idea of running it at all.
Yeah,
because
funny you say that swimming was no problem, because swimming became a big problem for me. Even the force of the water on the front of my knee, I had to stop swimming as well.
Well, that's interesting. Have you had a full knee, or what have you had?
Yeah, I've had a full knee.
Full knee. So I've no experience of that, so I can't comment really.
Yeah.
But no, I find no issue. I mean, I've been gentle with myself. Well, some people might say I haven't been so gentle. One of my sort of bucket list this year, before settling down to alcohol in my retirement future, is to do a 70.3.
Right.
And of course, everyone's going, "Oh, you're that running, and blah blah blah." Well, they all said to me that I'd be lying on the couch till Christmas, and I wasn't. I was absolutely determined, post-op, not to let that happen. So I trained hard.
How fast were you back on a bike after your op?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. That's good.
I've got a spin bike which I brought into the lounge.
Yeah, I did that. I parked it on my porch.
Yeah, contrary to my wife's wishes over Christmas, of course, but she understood. We've got a decent sized lounge, so I managed to park it behind the settee. I mean, the prognosis was that you would probably be laid up until Christmas, just on the couch, as it were, with crutches. Well, I gave them the crutches back in week 2. And so, my anxiety, the biggest anxiety issues were not about the operation, were not about anything. It was about recovery and time and losing the fitness. At my age, it's difficult to get it back up there. And I was very, very mentally determined to get to make it happen.
That's how I tackled it as well.
I think most healthy and athletic people will, because you're used to facing that adversity. But I think with me it was just a matter of I just didn't want to be parked up for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I knew the more you use the joint and get through the little pain barrier, the quicker it would respond, and that's what I did. So I used the spin bike. I came home on the 15th, 16th, 17th of November. I tried to use the spin bike then the following week. Couldn't get a rotation on it because it was just too painful. The following week, I managed to get a full rotation, and then I'm a football fan, and I'm supporting Liverpool, the World Club Champions. So they're on the TV, and it's great for me. I can sit on my spin bike and do 45 minutes just watching a footy. So it takes my mind off the pain, because we're winning as well.
Excellent. So would you say you've got back to the level of fitness you had prior yet, or not?
I think I'm on the way. I was out with a couple of British qualifiers on Saturday, and I was certainly on the pace.
You went. Wait a minute. You went to a British qualifier on Saturday.
No, I was out training with a couple of guys, a couple of ladies actually that are qualified for British qualified for.
Right. I thought there for a second you said you did one. I thought, wait a minute, it's the wrong time of year. Oh my goodness, are you Superman?
No, I'm out training with. There's a couple of girls in our club that are qualified for European and Wales in age groupers, and we did a ride on a 50-mile ride on Sunday. And I was on the pace. I'm back on the pace, so happy with that for now. I'm still got a little bit way to go. I haven't got. I mean, I did quite a lot of fizz last night because I've got the nylon blanket type thing, which you just lay on the floor and it allows the slippy, slidey
Oh yeah.
movement of the joint. So I use that and rubber bands to get full extension. But I've got 98% of movement in extension in my knee.
Yeah.
There's still a little swelling, and I'm just allowing that to all calm down fully before I attempt a little run down the beach and see how it works. I mean, I know this is contrary to all common sense and contrary to all advice, but I need to get it off. I need to get it off the list. And having done some running, having had my left knee done, I thought, well, it hasn't fell apart yet, and it's 10 years old. So, and then I'm going to manage the training sensibly. I'm not going to go out running every week. I know if I can get a sub 4, I can do the swim probably in 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I can think I can do sub 4 on the ride, which gives me 3 hours to get round on the run. So it's a run walk for me.
Yeah.
And from that, I don't even have to train for that. So I'm not going to put the running. I'm not going to put the labour on my knee of the running training.
Yeah.
Because aerobically I can cope with it, and that's just up the chassis gets me round.
I was talking to somebody on Twitter who had a hip replacement. We're going back a while, and had an Ironman booked, and he did all of his running is aqua jogging. Didn't actually run on the road. Yeah, didn't actually run on the road at all until he did the race, and he managed it, and he did a pretty good time.
That's interesting, isn't it? I mean, it's difficult to
aqua
do.
Jogging takes a special type of person, though. I'm not sure I could do that sort of time of aqua jogging. I'd get bored.
Yeah, I think I'd get bored. I think I would. Yeah, and I think also that the other people in the swimming pool might also get a bit fed up with you in the way they just. I go to the local Total Fitness, as most of our local athletes do, and it's pretty busy. So to get yourself a space where you could actually spend an hour just jogging away in the pool, I think we're out pretty sharpish. Well, having said that, we do have West Kirby Lake, and I believe you know the place geographically. So we've got a lovely lake, but it's pretty cold. It's really it's about -1 at the moment, maybe the water. So
yeah, wrong time of year completely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Unless you're doing the New Year skinny dip.
I've done that. I did that. Yeah, and it was raining and windy, and it was horrible, but we did it. And it was only about 100 meter, maybe a 50 meter swim, really.
Yeah.
And it was like jumping off the little pier and swim ashore, and I was like Popeye swimming,
Yeah, I'm from Lancashire originally, so I know the area well.
Cool. And how long have you been down there?
I've been over here for 7 years.
What a magnificent place! I went to the New Zealand in the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, I've been down there 3 times. Auckland, Auckland, Lyttelton. I was in the Merchant Navy for a little while before joining the army. So down the ports.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I ended up here because I came here in 2012 when the World Championships was here, and that was my last GB race before my knee took over.
Yeah, and I think Jane was saying you went down there and decided I'm staying. And
yeah, I did. Yeah,
lots of seamen that I sailed with did the same thing. They sort of loved the place to just jump ship and stay there. And there used to be a single police officer, and his only task was going rounding these people up and either making sure they were conforming or kicking them out. And he did have a quiet word with all of us when we I mean, we're only lads then, I was only in my early 20s probably.
Yeah. So back to it. Is there anything that you can't do apart from the running, which you have not tried yet? What are you, about 3 months post recent post-op? Are you about 3 months?
No, about 7 weeks.
Oh, 7 weeks. All right. No wonder you haven't started running yet. So apart from the running, which you're going to do in a bit because that makes sense, is there anything else that you can't do that you wish you could?
No, I don't think so. No.
You sound like the kind of chap that you'll manage it anyway.
I'm going for it. I've got to start, because again, getting some more leg strength. I want to start doing some weights and squats.
Yeah.
But I haven't quite got that just yet in the full joints and to get down with the weight.
Yeah, it's probably a bit early because it does take a wee while for the bone to heal.
Yeah, I think the bone's okay, and the scar, you could hardly see it now. It really, I went to see the consultant last week, and he said it's incredible. He said the way it's cleaned up and it's doing extremely well. So I've just got to carry on doing the phys and making it happen.
Yeah. Is there any advice? Would you give anything advice you would give to anybody who is a sporting sort, who's facing a knee replacement and thinks their life might be over? Is there any advice you might give to those people?
Yeah, absolutely. And it isn't over. It is all about mind over matter, like anything. And anybody that's in our sport knows what that means. When you're preparing for any level of triathlon, you've got to get into the zone. And so when you're preparing yourself for the op, get into the zone. Just get yourself training hard. Get some leg strength in there. The more muscle you have going into the op, because you will have a bit of wasting. So the more you've got going in, the more you'll have at the back end of it, and the quicker you'll recover. So it's pre-op is important. Getting your aerobic fitness up and getting your leg strength up, and then just I believe that pain is a frame of mind.
Yeah,
and that's easy to say to some people. Of course, it's easy for me to say. Other people deal with it differently. It is a frame of mind, and that's why they give you tablets. And all the tablet doesn't go all the way through you and stop at your knee and disseminate around the pain. The pain, it blocks things in the mind. It blocks things in your head to stop the pain. So you can do that yourself without tablets. I mean, of course, I use painkillers. And for the first week or so, I lived on them, because I just needed to get through it and get on with it. But then I got off them quickly. I don't take anything at all now. I just get on with it.
Yeah.
And so prepare yourself, work hard on the pre-op period. And my anxiety, as I said, was getting back to fitness. So the quicker you get back off your ass and get on with it and make it work, really is the better. I mean, so much so, even, and I'm not saying that from some stupid perspective, the physios in the hospital had me up on the Saturday. I got it done on the Friday, the 15th, and they had me up Saturday morning, starting to try and walk and stuff. It was a 2 or 3 day process, but I did it all in day one. And that was walking, used to do up and down a couple of steps and stuff like that, so you can handle the stairs at home. And they said, well, you can go home tomorrow. So it's frame of mind. Prepare yourself.
Totally is, I agree.
And be absolutely determined that you're going to get back, if not better.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That's the only thing you can say.
Is there anything else you wanted to add that we haven't covered?
No, not at all. I'm quite happy to help anybody if somebody's concerned about the position or going into this type of thing in any way of their training. I'm here. Give me a shout. I'm quite happy to discuss anything with them.
Awesome.
I've been an athlete all my life, really. I've been training since I was, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, a bit before I give the ciggies up. and then so I've done quite a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Thank you for your time, and I'll be back in a tick.
Okay.
So that was Don. Quite amazing, really. I might just have to go find him on Facebook and see whether follow him and see how he goes with his target of a half iron next year. I'm feeling really excited. He does well. So I will see you all again soon with someone else. Cheerio.